How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. It's your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there that continue support my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, got another dude that done crashed out. Got a situation that happened down here in the FLA where a husband who was separated from his wife. They had not gotten a divorce yet, but they had been separated for a number of years. This husband found out that his estranged wife that he had been separated from basically has a new boyfriend. And from that point, he started texting the wife saying, "Hey, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna handle business and stop your boyfriend from breathing, and then I am going to do the unthinkable to myself." Well, family, without further ado, let's go ahead and get at another example of a simp-minded man, a beta male, basically crashing out because he can't move on from his ex-wife.
Good morning, everyone. We are on scene at the 2400 block of Drake Elm Terrace in the Arista subdivision on a death investigation that appears to be a murder-suicide with all parties accounted for. At 3:49 this morning, the emergency call takers receive a phone call from an estranged wife saying that her husband is inside the residence threatening to shoot her new boyfriend. Minutes, probably moments, be a better description later, call takers also receive a phone call from their 12-year-old son who's upstairs hiding in a closet saying that daddy just broke in the house and all he hears is a ton of commotion downstairs.
So now you can imagine this 12-year-old boy is going to always have the thought of what occurred that night when his dad broke in the house and crashed out. This young man is going to have anxiety, PTSD, and other things that go along when a person experiences a traumatic incident.
Emergency call takers tell him, stay put where you're safe. At the same time, emergency call takers on the estranged wife's phone hear her husband tell her new boyfriend, I'm going to kill you, and then here's several gunshots. Now, here's where the
Now, this is where the teachable moments come into play. Gentlemen, you better be careful when y'all out here dealing with these separated wives who haven't gotten a divorce. And hell, you still need to be ever so careful when you're dealing with a woman who has gotten a divorce, because you have no idea what type of beta beta minded man that they were married to. You have no idea how you may be playing Russian roulette with your wife. I'm sorry, I apologize, family. How you may be playing Russian roulette with your life by dealing with a a wife or some little chick you met at the corner store, the gas station. You don't know what kind of crazy ass dudes that they dealing with.
minutes come in. Minutes later, from 3:49 to 3:56, deputies arrive on scene. As they arrive on scene and pull up to the residence, they see a vehicle fully engulfed on fire, what they believe to be a male laying also fully engulfed on fire with a firearm a few feet away. Knowing that they can't help this individual, not knowing who this individual is there still an active shooter situation? These brave deputies continue to forge forward, going inside the house. Once inside the house, they do find our victim, the estranged wife's new boyfriend, shot multiple times. Matter of fact, safe to say, executed. Deputies also at the same time simultaneously continue to clear the residence. They go upstairs to get their hands on this 12-year-old who's, as you could believe, is extremely distraught. They remove him from the house and get him to safety, reuniting him back with his mother.
So, family, by the time the deputies entered inside, as they arrived on the scene, they already saw a body that was, as the sheriff said, engulfed in flames with a firearm laying not too far from him. And if you remember, the husband told the wife that I'm going to come there and I'm going to do the unthinkable, and then I'm going to unalive myself by setting myself on fire. So right now, that tells you that you are dealing with somebody who is unhinged. And I don't know much about this man and I don't know much about this woman, but I'll tell you this, family. This is a teachable moment where you have to be ever so careful as to who you dealing with. Listen, this advice goes for the women as well, because ladies, you don't have no idea about that dude you marrying. Some of y'all don't even do a good job of vetting the men y'all deal with. Y'all don't do a good job of vetting the men that you allow to enter your most precious space, your womb. And then when you enter into a some type of soul tie with these crazy ass men, now just the result of it.
How did we get to this point this morning? Last Thursday, the estranged husband accidentally learns that his wife, who he separated from 5 years ago, is dating somebody and has been dating somebody for the last 3 months. From last Thursday till early this morning, he continues to tell her, texting her and calling her, that he's going to come to her house and take his own life and that he's going to light himself on fire. As you could imagine, we don't know yet, and can't. We know that it's the estranged husband who did the shooting. He's Philip Cordova. He's 51 years of age. He has no criminal history. The only call for service that we've had here over the last 5 years is just before Christmas this past year on December 22nd. He called the sheriff's office and asked for assistance to come over so he could retrieve a few of his personal belongings. We haven't and we won't release the victim, the boyfriend's name, because quite simply we haven't been able to notify his next of kin yet. When we are able to make those notifications, we'll certainly release his identity. We can't say with all certainty that the person that we had to extinguish here, this fully engulfed individual that used some type of flammable device or flammable liquid to light himself in his vehicle on fire. We feel confident that it's Philip Cordova, but I don't want to say that until we're able to confirm his identity.
Family, what you got to ask yourself, and this question is for the men, what is so special about having to divorce this lady? What was so special about this lady that this man crashed out like this? Man, good God, what was up? Was her vagina made out of platinum? I mean, I mean, what was she giving sloppy toppy like superhead? What was it that caused this man not to be able to let go from this woman? To me, it just seems like he crashed the hell out. And this goes on all over the country. In fact, it's been going on for a long time. Some men, for whatever the reason, they just cannot let go of women. When the relationship is done and gone, man, you got to go about your business. You can't be getting all emotional and being feminine and crashing out when you find out that that somebody else blowing her bike out. You got to move on. Otherwise, you may potentially find yourself in this situation.
Again, tragic, violent, and as a result, innocent lives were taken. And we have a young boy who now the idea of the family that he's known for 12 years, his family and his life has been shattered forever. What questions can I try to answer?
So, family, I'm gonna stop the video right there. Here's the thing, like the good sheriff said, the husband pretty much broke inside the house and basically execution style deleted the boyfriend. I guarantee you 3 months ago, when the boyfriend met this woman, he had no idea that he was playing with fire. He had no idea that one day messing with this damn woman was gonna cost him his very life. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't no box, ain't no poo nanny worth that. And the fact is that, and I'm not gonna say all, but the majority of women out there, their picker is broken. Their chooser is broken. They have no idea how to properly vet these men. And then, they hook up with these crazy ass damn Pookies and Ray Rays. And let me tell you something. I don't know if the husband was a blue collar man. Hell, for all I know, he could have been a multimillionaire. We don't know, but we all know that if Tom Brady couldn't make his wife happy, and she pretty much kicked him to the curb for the damn the karate instructor. Well, what make you think that you gonna be able to keep this woman happy? It's too many lessons out there that we see every day that are teachable moments. There's something to be learned from this tragedy. Men, you have to be careful of the women that you deal with. You better be good at vetting them. And ladies, you for damn sure better be good as to you better be right. You better be accurate. You better make sure that when you vetting, you do a good job, because you might be getting ready to hook up with a damn fool that don't mind killing you, the new boyfriend, and himself. And oftentimes I've seen them, listen, oftentimes I've not only seen them do something to the woman, do something to the new dude. They'll even harm the kids before taking themselves out. So, man, let me tell you, it is all types of craziness going on. And at the end of the day, you better know who you choosing, who you picking. Better damn well know, because if not, you may end up on somebody news station, somebody news live. You may become the news if you're not careful. Well, family, what you think about this story? What do you think happened? What do you think made him just go bananas, and pretty much he came to the conclusion he could, if I can't have her, you most certainly ain't gonna have either. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.